And we are going. What's going on, everybody? It is your boy, Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Green Dungeon, giving it to you real raw rugged. I think it's raining outside. I don't know, that's what I'm hearing. But I got some on the other line, man. I'm very excited. It's to repeat guest. I'm gonna let the brother introduce himself, man. Who we got here today?
Swavay, man. You know what I'm saying? Second interview, goddammit.
Hey, man. How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm just working per usual. Fucking just trying to win, man. That's it, bro. What about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I wanted to keep this as organic as I could, so we didn't talk about what I'm finna say off camera. This is your first time. This will be your first time hearing this. This album is amazing.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you,
This is
bro.
legitimately why I was going out of my way to try to get this interview. I was like, I don't know who I'm gonna need to talk to, but I need to get this interview set up because this album is like I think it's I don't know if you're gonna disagree with this. I think it's by far your best body of work that you put out.
Nah, that's crazy. Everybody keeps saying that shit. I'm like, damn, really? Like,
I feel like you the production because I know you produced most of this. The raps, the catchiness, nigga. Literally since the first time I heard it, I've been saying dun dun it all, dun dun it all, dun dun it all, dun dun it all. That this shit feel like waking up at 7:30. Like that, bro. That song has been stuck in my head. There's so many things to talk about with this album, but before we get into it, I just want to let you know this is one of my I'm not gonna say one of my favorite rap albums. This is one of my favorite albums so far of
oh,
2025.
thank
And
you,
I
bro.
usually keep a list. I haven't ranked anything yet, but right now it's gonna be high up there at this point. This is such a fun listen. It's short, but it's really fun. You get a lot out of it. Sometimes you get short albums and it's like, okay, you could do a little bit more, but it's like you did everything you could in a span of 30 minutes. And hey, man, I just want to say thank you for this album. It's a great album.
Man, thank you for taking the time out to listen, man. It's crazy. I've been hearing the same shit. Like people been saying, like, this is my favorite project from you. I'm like, God damn, this is just funny. Like, I don't know, but it always, I guess it's always like that though. Like you never really expect, like, you know what I mean, what comes with it. But yeah, bro, like it's just so funny hearing that, bro. But when I was so like shy about my beats, you know, I produced my whole life, but just and I've like had some placements here and there, but like still though, you like, I don't know. This really just these are the type beats that I like, you know what I'm saying? But um, so that and then just like keeping it just lighthearted and just fun. I was like, I don't know, niggas gonna fuck with it, but niggas is fucking with it. So we here, man. So I appreciate you, bro, for real, for real.
For sure, amazing album. Before we get to that though, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So the song Billy, that's not on this album.
No, no, no.
The original song Billy. Did you ever record that song to a different beat that never came out?
Bro, yeah, how you know that?
Don't worry about that. But
Bro, no bullshit. It's man, that that verse that I'm from the back of the back of the dirt, bro. That verse, man, that was one of my favorite verses I had written at the time, but I couldn't find a production home for it. Like all the beats just felt a little bit more like, I just don't know if I like this as much. Um, and at the time I was working on the Al Meet the Sun project, and I really wanted that shit to sound perfect. You know what I mean? So I had one version, then we had another version. I think of that song and that verse specifically. I think we might have had like 4 or 5 verses to that, and then Coops was the last one. Coop and Rocket is the last one. I was like, oh yeah, this is the one I'm keeping. This is the one I'm
you
staying
know
on.
what's funny? One of those versions that I heard was actually my favorite. Like I don't
Mm,
know which one because I didn't know there was multiple. I just knew the
mm.
one that I heard originally. I was like, this is nuts.
It
And
was like a spookier, darker beat.
yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah,
so.
you know what's crazy? When it came down to picking the production for that verse, it was between that one and that one. But man, Coop and Rocket just doing that project with me, it just felt better doing it with Coop and Rocket. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But yeah, that one was like even that beat is still hard. So I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, send me that version, man. I need that version, man. I need that version of my
If I
phone,
can
man.
find it, man. So if I can find it, I'll definitely send you that motherfucker.
Goodness, you were, because I remember hearing that and thinking like he is rapping so like ruthless and aggressive and like he is like really attacking this beat. And I
Yes.
feel like you really built off of that, and like with this album you've like expanded from, you could do like some poppy stuff towards the end of the album, then you could do like some I'm gonna rap my ass type stuff on Bishop, and then off the leash feels like that'll be like a TikTok hit, you know what I'm saying? That's been stuck in my head, you feel me, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go black out the rims. You know what I'm saying? I love that song. I don't know which song is my favorite. It's between two. It's either Done Done or literally as of this morning, Elroy.
Oh yeah, man. And, I fuck with that song too. That was originally for me and Nassan's album. But I was like, I just didn't feel comfortable having the project come out and the sound wasn't on it. So I just told him, I said, bro, let me just use this for my project. And he was like, all right, bet. And yeah, it's crazy too because every time I talk to people or people reach out, they just tell me like they have a different favorite song. I'm like, bro, like it's hard to gauge like which one niggas should really push the most. But I think as of right now, today, um, I think Dun Dun. I ironically woke up singing Dun Dun today too. Swear to God. So I was just like, you know what I mean?
It feels just like a complete song. Like that feels like a song that like if it was like back when like everybody was signed to labels, that would be the song that label would hear and be like, we're gonna push this. Like it feels
Yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah,
true
yeah.
single. You know what I'm saying? And the hook, that's I would say probably my favorite hook on the album. That is
Thank you,
this
bro.
shit feel like waking up at 7:30. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Thank you,
verses
man.
was fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga
Thank
say
you.
I
That
remember I had to
it's
steal
funny
up my
because
purse. He was talking.
that song was originally called like Big Sean Flow because I
Mm,
used that Big Sean Flow in the verse. Nobody know that, but
I can hear it.
I, I went to Jid house and I was playing him the project, and he was like, "Bro, just name it Dun Dun," and I was like, "Oh yeah, for sure." Um, but yeah, it was definitely it was called Big Sean Flow, and I even had a line in there about Big Sean at first. Just being like growing up, trying to rap how I did in Atlanta, just felt like I didn't belong. Felt like everybody wanted to be Gucci. The whole time I wanted to be Big Sean or some shit like that. But I switched it to make it a little bit more broader for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
So that was something I want to talk about. The part where you say like you felt like you didn't really belong, your sound or whatever. At a time, what would you say was like the popular sound of Atlanta versus your sound? Was it like Gucci versus Big Sean, basically?
See, I feel like even what Big Sean was doing at the time was still a little bit more receivable than what I was doing. About the part that I'm referencing in my life around that time, I was kind of more so strictly like boom bap. Um, and just kind of more so down in that world. But bro, just being in Atlanta, like that shit don't work. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say it doesn't work and with a period on there because it probably will at one point. But at the times of me growing up and me making music, I couldn't do that just in
Yeah,
Atlanta. Like people wanted to hear the hardest shit ever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like that's just our sound. Like, you know, from Gucci to Waka to Migos to goddamn OJ the Juice Man to J Money to fucking bro, even what Jermaine Dupri was doing back in the day, it's like, bro, like these is really all hard ass beats. From Lil Jon to
Yeah.
goddamn even with Sierra, bro, the So What beat is probably like one of my favorite beats of all time. It's like, bro, traditionally boom bap in Atlanta just kind of don't coincide. And I
Mm.
think for a long time I had like the hardest time trying to break in Atlanta with that sound. And not even just with the production choices I was making, but more so about what I was rapping about too though. Like I always kind of was on the conceptual side and on the lyrical side of things. So like it was tough, man, because those things kind of didn't really correlate as well. I mean, it's a big gap, you know, from Outkast and Goody Mob. Then we have all of Atlanta, and I'm not gonna say like all of Atlanta, like them niggas wasn't still rapping about some shit, but I don't necessarily look at those artists that came out in between that gap and be like, oh, that's a real lyrical artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I like hang their hat on. You know what I'm saying? But I say like when the Jids and the Kenny Masons and myself like um was starting to catch a little wave. It felt like okay, like now niggas is coming out. We really rapping. So, but there's a big gap though. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was talking about.
Why do you think historically the South has how can I say this? Historically, the South hasn't prioritize lyricism?
Mm, it's just not in our roots, man. Like, man, we like hard hitting shit that feel good, feel hard. Like, bro, from like drum and bass to goddamn like the shit with JD and them was doing, like, and Luke, like that sound is just, this is just feel good, hard hitting shit, to even the Memphis sound and 3-6 Mafia and going to Texas and with the UGK shit and DJ Screw, like all this shit is just hard, feel good shit. You know what I mean? And like I said, like we did have the Outkast, the Goody Mobs, the Nappy Roots and shit like that, but it's just like, man, like never really prioritized that. But I think we never really prioritized that until maybe now we might be about to do that. I think it may be finally getting to a point where I could see a world where maybe split down the middle, like, because I mean all the Atlanta greats are, I don't want to say past their prime, but it's just like they've been here for a minute. But like I said, you do have the Jids, the Kenny Masons, the myself, the Rileys, the fucking like Marco Plus, like, you know what I mean? It's getting to a point where I can see that it being like a kind of like a split thing. You know what I'm saying? And we all incorporating the same shit now. Like Jid beats be hard as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like in my beats as well. So it's like, bro, I think it's gonna get to that point. You know what I mean? And I think I put a lot of that on myself too, just not being aware of being like, yo, bro, like I should probably incorporate a lot of this shit into my music. You know what I'm saying?
It is really interesting. I'm from Florida, and in Florida, it's weird. Niggas do like bars, because I would say like one of the biggest rappers for like young niggas and like just young people in general is G Herbo. And G Herbo is rapping his ass. I was listening to that song Went Legit, that's like viral right now, and he is like, that's like a rap song. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, really putting words together on that song. So it is interesting to see, like, he is one of them niggas that's like able to rap really well, but also have like that fan base that would kind of only listen to a certain type of music. So
yeah, but see, Herb does both. I'm a big G Herbo fan, like an insanely big G Herbo fan. Like that nigga probably been on my top 5 most listeners for like past 7 years. So he mixes it both. Like he'll have a what's the song? Humble, like what's the intro on Humble Beast? He'll have a song like that, and then he'll have a song like In This Bitch. You know what I mean? Or he's always been able to do both at the same time, like stay in the club while also being like a crazy lyrical bar rapper. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like, niggas should take and move forward with that. Just being conscious of like what's working and what's not. And mixing you and what people like, you know what I'm saying? That's ultimately what I was trying to do with BILLY2 too. Right.
Nah, he's his range is crazy, because he like got to be like the only nigga to have a song with like a random like drill rapper, and also have a song with Earl Sweatshirt. You know what I'm saying?
So, nigga, the song him and Earl had when he was Lil Herb, I used to play that shit every day, bro.
Knuckleheads is crazy.
Knuckleheads, bro. That's what that shit was called. I used to play that bitch every day. That's one of the craziest beats too, though. Like,
I think that's an Earl beat. That might be.
I want to say it is too. I think it's an Earl beat too. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say something. Hopefully, I don't jinx myself. I never do this in interviews, but one of my next interviews coming up is Left Brain, and that's a big one for me because a big Odd Future fan growing up, and the production was something that always kind of captured me or whatnot. And listening to your production, I'm curious of like growing up, who were the people that caught your ear that made beats?
You know what? Even to quote your tweet about Left Brain, nigga, bro, I was such a big Mellow Hype fan. Let me tell you something, bro. I DM Haji maybe once a year and just let him know, nigga, you the coldest nigga ever to this day, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. What's the album? I think it's Numbers. The album with the Upside Down Cross. Nigga, that and Good Kid, Mad City came out the same fucking year, I think. And I was playing them shits every day, bro. Haji, to me, bro, like, that was one of my favorite niggas. It was a point in time where I liked Haji more than I liked Earl and Tyler. Like, Haji was rapping about real shit. You know what I mean? Like, from his son to just how he was feeling. Like, he has a verse on, I think, the Sing About Me beat. And I remember being in high school, obviously Sing About Me is one of the greatest rap songs of all time. But like, bro, his Moneyball verse on that, I was like, this nigga is fucking crazy. So shout out to Left Brain, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Haji too, because he still got Nelly Furtado, I think too. But
Shout out to that. It's that song on that album. I forget the name of it. I used to listen to it all the time. It's just like today isn't just any occasion. The blacks and whites, a nigga in the buttons, and buttons Caucasian. Yep.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was a kid, bro, trying to catch the cadence of that beat and then it just come out of nowhere, bro. Even to this day, if I put that album on, I probably still couldn't catch it. But that's called 65.
65. That's exactly.
Yeah.
That's that right there.
Now that album for me and his solo mixtapes too, and even the shit he had with Damo Genesis was like that was a big part of like my teenage years. So shout out to Haji.
Same.
As far as like the production, man, listen, bro. For me, it's always been Dr. Dre, Pharrell, and as far as like my sound, man, bro, listen. If I'm taking myself outside of myself and just talking about what I think that Swavay does, from drill, like the New York drill shit that I'm talking about, like the sound of that stemming from like the UK to it getting to like, you know, what Pop Smoke was doing, to it getting to Cash Cobain, it's all similar. It's all similar BPMs. It's all similar to the same foundation, the same aspect, but it's still all different. You know what I'm saying? Like Pop Smoke or even like Central C and motherfucking Cash don't use the same type of drill beat. So for me, I would say the way I kind of look at like my production or what what like is my quote unquote sound, I think it stems from like Be Rich, like the bankroll, hard hitting super Atlanta sound, to like a Cardo to me. You know what I'm saying? Like and I think that's what my sound is. But it's always been Dr. Dre, Pharrell for me, Cardo. Just because like Cardo just doesn't exist in any genre, style, or nothing. But when he's executing on a certain style, you can tell it's Cardo. Metro, obviously. And I would say, man. It's somebody else I'm forgetting, but and I'm gonna be so mad when I think about it later. But I say those guys like Dre, P, Cardo, Metro, Pierre, like his silliness and just being able to make a lot out of the weirdest sounds ever. Like, you know, I say that's kind of like my biggest influences for sure when it comes to like making beats. You know.
Do you see yourself being like a producer in a sense where like you're regularly getting beat placements on other people's albums, or do you not look at it like that?
I want to. Okay. I just I think I just need to have a little bit more of like a proof of concept. I feel like people are just now understanding that, bro, Swavay's been making beats and they go back and they look at credits out. Oh, he's kind of been doing this for a little while. I think I just need a little bit more proof of concept. I think after BILLY2, people will kind of understand, like, okay, this nigga just doesn't make these type of beats, even though I definitely have a sound. I can do a little bit more than that. So, but bro, that would be a dream of mine, just to send a beat out and somebody get on it and the song come out. And I'm like, bro, this would be crazy. Like, I sent some beats. One of my good friends, like I'm real close with Anicia, and I was just telling her, like, she was asking me for beats, and I was just like, yo, bro, I'm so nervous to send some beats. Like, what if she don't like it? You know what I mean? But I finally sent over some beats, like, I think yesterday, and I was just like, man, like, look at me putting myself out there. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard. And she, dang, I forget. She had that one song. It was like a snippet, and it really never like officially came out. And the beat was so crazy. She raps over some like very interesting beats. So I would definitely love to see like what she would sound like over your production.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sent her some shit that like I really feel like she would go crazy on. I'm also just a big fan of her and just a big fan of music. So if I'm sending beats out to somebody, I try to like really just either make some shit specifically for them or just like pick things I already made, you know, and I feel like they could be on. So
do you have beats sitting in your computer that you like one day hope to get to somebody? You're like, man, this really would sound good on Doug or whoever. You know what
bro, it's crazy because most of the time I really don't even make beats for myself. I just end up using them. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bean beat or the intro on BILLY2 was for Jid. The fucking Off the Leash, I think I actually just made that beat and the song like at the same time. And them girls, I did the same shit. But Destiny was just kind of like something I just did. Bishop, I may have made for myself too. Dun Dun, I definitely did make for myself. Yeah, bro. Like even Miami, I think Miami was from the song. So like, you know what I mean? It's always, I always have somebody else in mind when I'm making beats in general. You know what I'm saying?
Who's Done for?
Uh, I don't know, but I don't think I definitely didn't make that for myself. I think I just made that beat. It was like this shit is hard.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was just putting it in little packs or some shit.
Hey, shout out to you for keeping that one, because that one is one of them ones, you know.
Yeah, bro. It's that sample, but that sample's always done something for me from like just the original song. Then when Project Pat used it with These Niggas Got Me Fucked Up, that sample to me has just always been so fire. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, nah, I might have to hold on to this. But I was definitely putting in some packs. Some niggas got that beat for sure, and they just skimmed over it.
It's always interesting when I hear artists talk about what they want to keep for themselves, what they're not going to keep for themselves. Um, and I don't know how much research you done did on this Atlanta legend, but I've been like, this has been my guy for a minute. All I listened to like since last year. I listened before that, but really did a deep dive last year. Sleepy Brown is one of them ones. So I bring up
Yeah.
Sleepy Brown because Sleepy Brown got a song called "One of Them Nights," and it's a very fire song. And I interviewed Sleepy Brown, and he said that there was an offer on the table before the song came out that Justin Timberlake wanted "One of Them Nights," and he was
Damn.
like, "I'm good. I like this song a lot." And he said he looked back on it. He was like, that was like one of the dumbest things I did. Like, I should have gave that song to Justin Timberlake because that song would have been a hit. And if you hear the song, you'll be like, this sound exactly like something Justin Timberlake would have made in 2007. So
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
interesting, like that balance you keep where it's like, I really like this song, so I want to keep it for myself. But it might be a hit if I give it to Kendrick or something. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Nah, yeah.
Is that something you've had happen yet, or you really haven't been like shopping beats that long to have that happen?
Nah, it hasn't happened to me yet, but like, bro, it's I'm sure it'll come up. But like I said, like I think people are just now understanding, like, bro, like that I really produce. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll happen in the future.
I love the bars about Drake and Kendrick where it's like it's a year later, niggas are still talking about it.
Yeah,
Um,
damn near too. I feel like, yeah, yeah,
you know, and then you got now we're at the point where niggas are it's like beef spawning from beefs. You know what I'm saying? With that
yeah,
situation or whatever, that
yeah,
you somehow got drug into a little bit. I
yeah.
personally did not really care about that beef at all. That was I don't know.
Dang.
I wasn't bored
Yeah,
enough to really care about that, to be honest with you. But
yeah,
yeah, man, that Drake and Kendrick beef had like it did so much negative and positive. It was positive just in the sense where it's like, damn, like this is fun, like this is like niggas rapping or
yeah,
whatever. But then it's like it had a lot of negative damage where it just like
yeah.
you know
It definitely caused niggas to get out of pocket. But I think for me, it was just like, man, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like I just told somebody this the other day, like I don't view the big three in order. Like they all just one A, one B, one C to me. And any given day it changes for me. Like, and I would tell all three of them that, you know what I mean, in the room if I ever, which will never happen. But it's just like, bro, I grew up on Drake. I grew up on J. Cole. I grew up on Kendrick Lamar. Like these are like, these are my guys. You know what I mean? So seeing them go at it for sport, yeah, it's cool. But at the same time, like, bro, a moment where I would have saw them three niggas get on one song, bro, that shit would have like the little kid in me would have just been like, nigga, this is crazy. And I'm sure that like, well, I don't know, the Drake and Kendrick, they kind of took it a little too far. But
yeah.
I was gonna say maybe we see like a Nas Hov type of situation later on in life, but them niggas wasn't really talking about shit. Like them niggas just talking about bitches, you know what I mean? Like, but I think yeah, it's just unfortunate. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I love them, and even with the beef, like, I had no dog in the fight. I was just like, bro, listen, these are my goats. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even. I don't know. I fuck with it, but then once it started getting a little ugly, it was okay. This is getting crazy. But,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I think about it from the perspective, if I'm like Drake and a nigga's like saying I'm diddling with kids or whatever, I don't know if I can ever be cool with a nigga putting them
Yeah,
allegations
yeah.
out there. So I don't know if we ever gonna get them on a song or whatnot. And bro, soon it like you said, it feel like it's a little past just we're gonna dap it up or whatnot. If that would have happened like after push-ups or something like that, but now it's
Yeah.
so. Uh, but yeah, man, niggas, yeah, I don't know, man. Beefs is beefs is interesting. Beefs are super duper interesting. Do you see yourself being a battle rapper? Not saying you're going to be on Smack or anything like that, but like, do you fancy yourself as a nigga like I got that type of pen that if I needed to do that, or is that not in your wheelhouse?
For sure, I got it. It's just that, like, man, I don't even want to sound like a dickhead when I say this. It's just that, like, bro, I'm not like, why would I? You have to activate that when it's worth it.
Yeah,
It's almost like, bro, I got like niggas who play basketball professionally. Niggas is not coming to hooping with niggas at her road, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas not hooping at Gresham Park. It's like, bro, why would I activate this and risk my game to fuck with you? You know what I'm saying? So, it would just have to be worth it. I do have a battle like spirit, like,
gotcha.
you know, even with Bishop, and a lot of the times I hear people like with the Kendrick comparison. I think it's just more so our spirit of just wanting to be like the greatest, you know what I mean, and like the energy that like we channel when we're trying to prove a point versus like me sounding like somebody, you know what I'm saying?
We don't have to get into this. It can just be a yes or no question. Did I get clickbait or did you put out a diss song like a few weeks ago?
Man, you wanna know the truth of the lie?
Give me the lie.
No.
Give me the truth.
The truth is, bro, like, man, I was having problems with somebody just because I felt like they stole something from me. And I was like, I just wasn't fucking with it. I feel like I saw that enough happen to me. But I was just like, the person that I felt stole something from me, I'm like, hell nah. Like, you know what I mean? And like I said, this is one of those situations where it's like, I shouldn't even have activated that. But it's just like, bro, I did something for fun. And my mans got on it. And I told the world that I was like, yo, bro, I got stolen from. Like, this is some lame shit that's going on. Like, blah, blah, blah. My man's that's on the song, in the same time of me saying that, he's like, man, fuck these niggas, he dropped the song. I'm like, damn, nigga. Like, but I feel him though, because the dude who stole from me also stole from him as well. And I was just like, man, bro, but I wish he didn't do that. But it was just more so like, and even with me, like, I even took down my tweets in like 2 hours because I was like, bro, this shit not even like, you know what I mean? It's not even worth saying. I've never even got on the internet and had a problem with anybody, never in my life. So it's just like, bro, I'm deleting it because it's like, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? But that shit definitely did happen. But I didn't like endorse it. I didn't co-sign it. You know what I mean? It was just supposed to be something that just like me and my niggas laughed about. But
Gotcha. So if you could, you would take the song down because you just don't want nothing to do with it.
I can't go back now, but in that moment, probably wouldn't.
Perspective. I think about social media a lot in the sense where you say you deleted it in what, like 2 hours?
2 hours, yeah.
I think about social media a lot because I'm not saying this is the case, but I know a lot of like people that I've looked at as like real niggas, like super duper real niggas, and they pull out their phone, they start like yelling at their phone on Instagram Live. And it's like, damn, bro, this ain't no real nigga shit right here, bro. You kind of tripping right now. But it's so easy because the phone is right here in your pocket, and all you gotta do is just boom. We never had that before in human history before, like 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you could just put out your phone and just send out something to the whole world to get that aggression out, it's almost like a diary in real time. And a lot of people never had that before. Definitely a lot of like street niggas that don't know how to express themselves. So it's like, this is my only way to express myself. I just really wish we get to a point where niggas realize, hey, you might want to think about this before you get on Instagram Live and say it, or you might want to think about this before you get out on Twitter and tweet it out, or you might want to think about this before, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just too easy.
I was definitely being pumped up at the time.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the time, I don't think I did do no real nigga shit. I think it was more so me being a real nigga and defending myself. But I think the song was like, I don't even feel like this is something that's worth even getting into. But yeah, bro, I have a lot about that on my project. Like, I seen a lot of rap niggas ruin their legacy on Twitter. So it's just like, that's real, bro.
There's
Like,
a lot of, and like I said, I'm not grouping you in that. That's just more
no,
of
no,
a
no, no,
general
no, I know
thing.
you still, yeah,
But
yeah.
like there's so many like legends that I grew up listening to that like they tweets. I'm like, bro, I wish you didn't have Twitter, bro. I
Yeah,
wish
fact.
I wish I didn't know this much about you. I wish we just would have known you from music and a few interviews. I don't need
Yeah,
to know this much,
yeah.
bro.
I said the same thing the other day in the interview. I was like, man, it's some artists that I'm like, bro, I wish I didn't see you every day. But this it's just such a big, the biggest misconception in music today is that niggas want to see you every day. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. Like, if I saw Frank every day, if I saw Cardi every day, if I saw Kendrick every day, if I saw J. Cole every day, that might ruin a little something for me. Like, I look forward to hearing from them in the music and hearing what they got to say. And it'll ruin a lot of their moment. You know what I mean? So it's just like, bro, that's the biggest misconception. I think content is content for sure, but I don't think that it should be every day. And that's just my biggest hot take today. Like, I get it, niggas should be consistent, but I think consistency doesn't necessarily need to be like you in front of my face every day on Instagram, regardless if I follow you or not. You know what I'm saying? So, or you saying something every day on Twitter for sure. Some things it's just and it's crazy because, bro, sometimes, bro, when you look at some of the tweets that you remember that you like from a nigga that you like that they said, if they would have said it in a song, you'd be like, oh, fuck with that. But it's the fact that how you did it, it's like, I don't know if I like this.
Did you see the quote that Denzel Washington said to Michael B. Jordan?
Mm-mm.
He said, it says Michael B. Jordan says Denzel Washington told him to limit his online presence to avoid overexposing himself to audiences. Quote, why would they pay to see you on a weekend if they see you all week for free?
All right. Yeah. For sure. Hey, can you text me that?
I got you. I'm
Bar,
saying. I'll take
that
that
was
right
a
now.
bar, man. I'm gonna send it to my fucking team. Bro, niggas want me to post a TikTok every day. I'm like, bro, why would I do that? And granted, it's like it does help, probably, but also too, like, it's not, it just doesn't feel like something that's me. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to the people that can do it and it works for them. But I think even if I was on TikTok every day or just posting every day, niggas would be like, it's not even him. He doing this shit for some whole other shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like labels and managements, not to diss anybody, labels and management, but they think too just like, I don't know, it's too on the surface sometimes, or it's too just kind of right there in the moment, where it's like, hey, I know this is the trend and this is what everybody's doing, but just because this is what everybody's doing, it doesn't mean it's going to work for all of them, and it definitely don't mean it's going to work for me. Just because it's working for Lil Baby, I'm not Lil Baby. Me and Lil Baby are two different people. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's working for this nigga, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like they try to take one formula and put it to everybody when that's,
It's standardized testing, man.
you
That's
know what
what
I'm saying?
it's literally just standardized testing. They tell niggas they want them to be themselves and individuals and this, that, and the third, but they all test us the same way. So it's like, bro, why would you do that? You know what I mean?
You know, it's like, cool, this format works for this artist, lovely. I'm not them though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, maybe if
Facts.
maybe this was my literal twin, maybe I should try it because it's working out. But I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So I like that you said that. Like, even though like people be telling you, you know, it's like, I don't think I should do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you thinking for yourself, because a lot of people, they just, oh, this person told me to do it, I need to go do it. It's like, but maybe think
Yeah.
for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough too though because, bro, like, as an artist in the industry too, bro, and especially like being younger and just like not really knowing as much at certain points, it's like, bro, somebody in a position can make definitely even unintentionally make you feel like they know more than you or know what you should be doing with your life.
Yeah.
But I think the point that I'm at in my career and in my life in general is like, if I'm gonna lose on my own accord. I'm not gonna lose because some nigga told me they got them post 30 TikToks a day and now I look corny. You know what I mean? Like, and now I gotta sit there and blame you, and you getting a paycheck every week regardless, and I can't even go get a job without a nigga being like, damn, Swavay, you work at Big Lots. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like, bro, like, you know what I mean? I'll be damned, you know?
I think a lot of these people use their like their history and their resume to convince people of things. It's like, yo, do you know who I am? I've been doing this for 30 years. It's like, oh, you've been doing this for so long, you must know what you're talking about. And it's kind of like, damn near like a manipulation tactic. Very
Yeah,
different.
so-
Very different from what I'm finna say. But like a nigga like Diddy, like coming up to somebody, it's like, yo,
Yeah, it's
I'm
like, bro, you
Diddy.
fucking Diddy, nigga. Like, bro, that prior to this, obviously, it's like, nigga, you fucking Diddy. You must know what you're doing. You have millions and billions of dollars to show for it. That's what I'm saying. Like, man, I think proof of concept is so singular You know what I mean? Like, bro, like I don't think that. I think that's a bigger problem in music today too. Is just like I feel like a lot of artists see something else working, and then that original artist takes or loses their proof of concept to a whole bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just so stupid, bro. I wish artists really took more pride in artist integrity and originality and just are willing to lose. You know what I mean? For the sake of like the music and the art. Man, it's crazy too, bro. Like, man, just even telling on myself, bro. My label at the time was trying to get me to not even my label, just my team was trying to get me to do this thing. You ever seen a nigga on TikTok where he's like a UK Christian rapper, but he starts his phone off. He starts the video off on his like iPhone and switches to like a real music video.
No.
Bro, it's a nigga, bro. He's like a Christian UK rapper, fire. But like he starts his videos off with like on his iPhone, then it'll switch to a real music video in the same scene. My team told me to do that, and I was like, bro, I will leave this group chat right now. Like, why the fuck do y'all think that like me as a small artist would take from another small artist that has something working? And like it was just more so just like I don't know if y'all niggas even know me. Like at that point, it's like, bro, like when have you ever looked at Swavay and been like, oh, he's doing the thing that niggas is doing? It's like, bro, that's just not who I am. It doesn't resonate with me. So I feel that to the T, but it's crazy because I see so many artists do that. Like I've seen them do that same video, and I'm pretty sure their team suggested it to them. I'm like, bro, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? And granted, we all take from somebody or something, you know, or inspired by something. But like, bro, it's certain shit. I'm just like, this is just so corny to me, bro. You know what I mean?
You was straight up like a hypocrite. What we were just talking about, you saying a nigga took from you, and now you take it from another.
I'd be a hypocrite. Like I'd be a fake nigga. Like I'd be everything that I say I don't like.
Nah, it's crazy to see how homogenized rap is, and not to sound like a 45-year-old nigga, but it is interesting. Like when you look at I do this from time to time. If you go on like Apple Music and you look at like you type in like 1986 hip hop hits, and it'll show like all the hits that were around, and it's like, damn, bro, these were the hits. These are the type of songs you have to go on Twitter and try to like find or whatever. And it's just like, you know, these niggas making crazy type music. And then you go look at 2023 hip hop hits. It's like everything sounds the same. It's like it's no variety. They rapping about the same stuff. They rapping on the same beats. They rapping in the same cadence. They got the same auto tune. It's like, bro, this is this. I might as well just listen to the same nigga at this point. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
It's like you might as well put these niggas on the same album. But you know what though, bro? To kind of like paint you a bigger picture of where I was at for BILLY2, man, I know that that's what today is. And I feel like the unfortunate reality of the situation is you kind of have to give niggas a little bit of what's now and what's working and what's current and what they want even more specifically so you can say what you want to say. You know what I mean? So like BILLY2 was like my experiment with being like, I'm really just gonna give niggas exactly what they want. I'm gonna still be myself with it though, but I'm gonna really test some shit. I'm gonna see something. And also too though, it was if I'm being completely honest with you, nobody even know. I've never even told nobody this shit other than my team, but it was between like, man, I have this project from back in the day called Pure Infinity. And I have a sequel called Too Pure or Pure Infinity 2. And BILLY2 could have easily just been Too Pure. Like I've had these songs for so long and I'm working on it. But I think somebody told me, or maybe I just had to understand it in general, it was just like, bro, you can't tell niggas what you want to say when nobody's really listening to what you have to say or nobody even cares what you have to say. So it's more so like BILLY2, I kind of look at it as like me testing like, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what's really going on. So that's why when people tell me like, "Damn, this is my favorite project," I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like maybe, like let me see what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's interesting for me.
Do you feel like BILLY2 is watered down?
I feel like BILLY2 is just like the side of me that like sometimes I like and sometimes I don't. I think BILLY2 is the side of me that's just like a shameless hit maker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went in there with the intention of being like, bro, everything that I feel like is hard as fuck, I'm putting on this bitch, and I'm not letting up. You know what I mean? Aside from like the intro, Bishop, and like the interlude, like these are all songs, and I'm like, man, this is me being a shameless hitmaker. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what I say there. I wouldn't say it's watered down. I just say like it's really just me like. It's like me going to the gym and showing you what I really can do. The side of me that sometimes I really don't even like. You know what I'm saying?
I know it gets really loud in this room. I say that because like you got like 35 speakers next to you right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, man, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I got a homie named James, and this nigga has like 2 horn speakers in the middle of his living room, and like every time I go to his house, instead of going to his studio, he would just play this shit right there. So I was like, I need to get some speakers in my house that work to be able to play some shit. So yeah, man, that ain't nothing behind that, really.
Speaking of, I feel like what made me really want to tap into you was like I don't know who told me this, but it was like, oh yeah, and he worked with James Blake.
Right.
Like that was like when I first heard of it, and I said like I think I said this in my last interview. James Blake like one of my favorite artists ever, and I know that you have a project done with him, or you know what I'm saying. I thought it was Billy. Is that not BILLY2? That's a whole different project.
It's damn, see, nobody even know this too, but it's a project that we got. It's gonna come before BILLY2, and BILLY2 is for sure coming out this year. So me and James shit is definitely its own thing. Super experimental as of right now, but yeah, it's gonna be right before BILLY2 for sure. We've been talking about it for so long. It's just like, bro, we need to just go ahead and put this out. You know what I mean?
What's making you put out so much music? Because you saying you dropped BILLY2, you saying BILLY2 definitely coming out this year, which means the James Blake album coming out this year. So that's 3 albums.
Testing the theory. It's like, bro, like, you know, niggas always tell you, like, bro, you should be consistent. You should always be putting out music, this, and the third. I'm like, all right, I never did that before. So let's see something. Like, you know what I mean? That, and also, too, just for myself, like, I never done that ever. I never had a flood of the market. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me just put my best shots up there and see what happens. You know what I mean? Because if I don't pop this year, then fuck it. Like, maybe I'll, you know what I mean? I'll go back to doing what I was doing, but let's see something. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, nah, you can't stop now. You cannot stop now. This is, like I said, you are putting out some of, I feel like, the best music with BILLY2, and you're saying that the James Blake album is, I would assume, different from this. It's more experimental. How would you explain, like, the sound of what y'all doing on that?
Free. Like, almost like like almost as if we went to studio with no rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, no structure, no nothing. We just went in there and did what we felt like was us. You know what I'm saying? And I think we just waiting on like maybe like 1 or 2 more songs, and then we'll be done. But the song Shifting Behavior that's out already is for sure on there. So yeah, man, I would say like it's definitely just experimental. We're just free, bro. Like just doing whatever the hell we wanted to do. And also, that's what every artist want to do. The project is called Fuck 'Em. So it's just like, bro, you know what I mean? It's that whole attitude of just like, oh, I'm not listening to nobody. We're just going to do what we want to do. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
with making an album like BILLY2, where you say that's like the shameless hitmaker side of you, when you're making a hit, you kind of got to be structured. You know what I'm saying? Verse, hook, da. So, from doing that and then also doing a super non-structured album, how is that? Like the process of just going from structured to non-structured, or I don't know which one came first, but you know what I'm saying? Like that has to be like you have to be in 2 different modes, I would assume.
Yeah, I think, bro. Like once I started the first Billy project to this one, and getting into the James, and then what would be BILLY2, and then the 2 Pure shit. It felt like I wanted to create a world in a quote unquote era where I showed everybody each sides of Swavay. Like I feel like you would listen to my project before this era, like I meet the son of some shit and be like, it's a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? But it all kind of makes sense. But now it's like, let me really like make it make sense for you. Like there is a full R&B project that I have out. There's a full hard hitting, damn near trap project that I have coming out, or that's out. And then BILLY2, it just kind of be probably a combination of all 3, or just of everything that I have going on. You know, because I think at that point it will make a lot more sense. So. Yeah, it's just, and even with James shit, it's like, okay, like, let me just show people that I can really go do this as well. So it's just me just trying to, like, really just put all the different versions of myself in front of the world. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think it is about like you and James are connected, because like that is like to me that's just such a random. You know what I'm saying? Like if I would have said like if you would have told me, hey, I'm putting out an album, and I know with a non-rap person, James Blake wouldn't have been my thousandth guess. You know what I'm saying? So like, how
Yeah.
does that happen? Like I feel like we talked about this last time, but just you know what I'm saying? How does like that bond get built?
I think we just bonded off just being underdogs for one. Like people just really not understanding, but also wanting us to win the same way we want us to win. So like that underdog spirit is contagious, and we also share it. So like I think that's like at the root of our like foundation, and also too just like wanting to be free and just our wide, vast like library of like love for music. You know what I'm saying? Like we could talk about Mellow Hype, and then we could talk about Faye Webster, and then we can talk about Gary Bartz, and then Roy Ayers, and fucking Gucci. Like, bro, my second day ever going to James Blake's house, this nigga was playing like a Gucci Mane project I'd never heard, and I was just, Jesus Christ, like, how do you even know this? Like, and it was recent. It was like recent one. He was like, we've never heard this. I was like, bro, no. And it was the hardest shit ever. And I was like, damn. He's like, bro, this is Atlanta to me. I'm like, bro, it's like a word. You know what I mean? But like,
That's a good British accent, by the way.
oh, I do a good one. I do it, bro. One of these days, bro. Like, I'm gonna get into acting. You're gonna see this whole impersonation thing I can do. But like, bro, it's just a love for music, bro. Like that nigga loves music just as much as I do. Like, I fucking love music, like with a passion. Like I'm one of those artists that still give a fuck about the music first, and nothing else after. You know what I mean? The visual, of course, too, but that music, man, the music is the music.
I can't wait for the next music video. Hopefully, it starts from an iPhone and then transitions to a Nikon camera.
That shit would be hilarious. I really should have did that just to kind of poke fun at what's going on. But ironically, I mean, bro, we talking now. My next music video is for the song I have on a project called Miami, which actually is the song I feel like people are sleeping on the most. But I just love that song too, though. But the music video is like half shot on film and half shot on iMac photo booth. So it's like the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. There you go. No, I can't. That's another fire song. Like, there's not a bad song on this album. I love everything on here. I can't wait to see what you got going on next. You also mentioned one of my favorite lines in movie history. Um, what my boy said, and he said, "Yeah, I was that nigga in the hood that said he'll never leave.
Yeah.
Once
As
I
soon as I
got
got
that
that
check,
check, I was gone.
oh, that's such a classic line."
My bad. I was in my studio. I just went down there to get this vinyl because I was like, I might need to hear this motherfucker today. But Nasana's just like the most creative person I know. But somebody that I feel like I literally share a brain with. Like that nigga and myself, like we just think the exact same. I think we just execute differently. Nasana's just, that nigga is special, bro. That nigga can, I think he really has the power to be like one of the biggest artists of all time. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I can't wait. Yeah, I want to see bro progression. Another person that you mentioned on the album, which I really like this bar. You said I start kicking shit with Reese, and all I wear is Diva. Shout out to Reese. Shout out to Reese.
Shout out to fucking Reese. Shout out to Reese the fucking forever, the biggest flexer of all time.
Cool guy. That's one of my first ever interviews, Reese. Shout out to Reese.
For real?
That's one of my first ever. Every time I see him, he brings it up. So shout out to Reese. But one of the things I do is that that's so funny you had that on hand.
What, this?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a vinyl collector, bro. I told you, bro, I love music, but I really only buy vinyl that means something to me. So like, I have some random ass singles. Like I don't just collect just to collect. Like I really just collect shit that I'm like, no, this means something to me because of this. You know what I mean? So like, when I seen this Mellow Hype shit, I was like, there's no way I'm not gonna get it. And it came with the lyrics on there too. You know what I mean? So it's just like, why would I not buy this vinyl? And bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'd be scared of all devilish work. So this cover, to make it past this cover in general,
just flip it upside down
on my heart is like it means something.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I feel the same way. I gotta listen to the album upside down. I'm like, oh, that's actually a cross. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But before we do get off of Mellow Hype, I do want to. If nobody's ever heard this, Haji Beats has a mixtape or project called Untitled EP that he dropped years ago. So good.
That's the black and white
That's the
one?
black and white one.
Right.
Fire
Yeah.
project. Shout out to that.
Insane.
Go listen to that. But hey, whatever you do though, make sure you listen to 65 today. You know, what I'm saying? I'm talking to you.
Oh yeah.
Make sure
It's
you
crazy
play that
'cause
65.
it's crazy because it's a double vinyl, and it was like side B, or excuse me, the second vinyl, uh, is P2, GNC, Brain, Under 2, Break, Untitled, LaFleur, all that other shit. So I'm like, I'm probably gonna play the second disc first today. You know what? Actually, I'm stupid. Let me just play the whole album just to see. I'm tripping right now.
I think 65 might be like the second song. So
Yeah, 65 for sure the second song.
yeah, so they
65 Breakfast.
yeah. So they kick it off strong because then the next song is Astro with Frank. So yeah, they definitely kick it off strong with that. But
I'm not gonna lie, I hated that beat, man.
you know, he did like Astro. How does I don't even remember how Astro sounded. I gotta listen to it. Hold on. Oh, this.
I
No,
hate that beat.
Odd Future got some. When you go back and look, Odd Future do have some hilarious beats. Like you go back and
I
listen
feel
to
like
some of the beats.
I feel like Tyler reminded me of RZA at first. Tyler's actually like a perfected RZA to me. Actually, I don't have no problem saying it.
Mm.
Like I think that's where his place is in music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how people just kind of re-exist, but they kind of, it's like I kind of seen this before.
Yeah.
I think RZA and Tyler are very similar, just from like Wu-Tang being the most branded thing of all time, and it's a shit ton of niggas.
Yeah.
So like RZA kind of branching off and doing his own thing. I also too be feeling like the artist that comes out before the second artist does everything that artist does on fucking steroids. Like I feel like Travis is doing everything that Kid Cudi was trying to do on steroids. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel that way about RZA and Tyler. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting. I forgot that people compare. I mean, I don't know why, but I forgot that like Travis Scott is like a really big like Kid Cudi guy. I mean, the whole Rager thing. Like I forget about that. That is a yeah. You're right about that.
And also too though, like I think for like our age group, Kid Cudi was like the man, and we was all like, Kid Cudi saved my life. Kid Cudi saved my life.
Yeah.
When you watch that Astroworld documentary, bro, it's nothing but Travis saved my life. Travis saved my life. And bro, at first I was like, what the fuck has Travis said to goddamn?
Yeah.
But then when you really listen, it's like a feeling. It's like an energy that he has. It's just like, damn. Now this nigga's really special, bro. Like I feel that energy from him. It's like a champion spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If Travis Scott saved your life, you probably have some mental problems. I would say. I hear you, but
man, bro,
I hear
listen,
you.
Bro, Travis is like, I get it, bro. I get it. Like he definitely is like I said, like it's less about what he's saying and more about the energy he's putting into the music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he really gives a fuck. He really cares. You know what I mean? You can see that everything he does. So like, I get it. But I know why you saying that. But at the same time, it's bigger than what he's saying though. It's honestly super less about what he's saying and more about like the energy he's putting out there. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I'll give it to you. Before we get out of here, I do have to bring up the bar that I keep listening to it. I'm like, what does this mean? Did I write it down verbatimly? Let me see. I did not, but the Will Smith bar.
Oh my gosh.
You're about to sign to a label, but then they were like, actually, finna sign Will Smith. Did that actually happen?
Shit actually fucking happened, bro. It's crazy because a week into the project coming out, the nigga who signed Will Smith maybe and/or represented him at the time, he was like, bro, mixtape is fire. And I was like, thank you. Second text was, damn, you took shots at the CEO though? I was like, yeah. And I was like, bro, my text back was, yeah, nigga, y'all niggas gotta stand on that. Fuck Will Smith. Like, for real, bro. That shit, but I'm being honest, bro. Nobody even know this shit, bro. I'm just being transparent with you. It's like, bro, Def Jam wasn't doing right by me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get dropped. I left. They didn't have no money at the time for not me, but for everybody. Yeah. It was a time, bro. If you look back last year at Def Jam,
They had like
For a,
they had like navy blue on there. They had
that nigga's not there no more,
yeah,
bro.
he's not there. Maxo isn't there anymore. They had a lot of like underground rappers on there that's not there anymore.
Bro. And it wasn't even to the some niggas did get dropped, but them two niggas that you just named, they didn't get dropped, they left. But it was more so, bro, like you'll look back at a time and you'd be like, damn, it was a long ass time where no Def Jam artist didn't drop. I think Big Sean put out some music, but he put up his own money to drop because Def Jam didn't have no money for niggas. And it wasn't even necessarily their fault, but it was just some business shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go do something else. Man, I left Def Jam knowing that I'm finna go sign with this other label, this, that, and the third. Everything is going extremely slow, and then come to find out it was because of Will Smith. So I was like, nigga, first off, fuck Will Smith and fuck y'all. Like,
So was Will Smith's budget so big, or were they whatever they're finna spend, and was it so crazy to the point that because you're smaller artists, like I would assume they're not paying you realistically the same money they're gonna pay Will Smith. So it's like they didn't have enough money for you to set aside. Will Smith took up that much of cap space essentially.
dog is Will Smith.
It is Will Smith. It is Will Smith at the end of the day. But I'm just saying, like, I would assume you're not asking for something. You're not asking for $15 million. So they didn't. They didn't have enough for. That's just interesting that he took up that much space.
Man, listen, bro. I thought I wrecked my brain for a long time, and even with that, a lot of self-doubt comes with that too. You know what I mean? A lot of the time, it's easy to get into a situation like that and be like, damn, is it me? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where like that underdog spirit came from on BILLY2, is just being like ultimately disrespected for too long. And even the situation that we talked about earlier with me on Twitter saying this, that, and the third, it was kind of just one of those moments where it's just like, bro, see, I feel like niggas is playing with me. You know what I'm saying? So It's just like, I don't know, bro. Like, I couldn't tell you why they did that. It definitely felt like bullshit. They definitely texted me about it after the fact. And it was just ass, bro. Like, that shit, but that shit definitely is real. That's just for sure really real. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any relief seeing the feedback you get from this project? Because I know you said like it put self-doubt into you. Does that do anything seeing the feedback you get from this?
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro, nigga. Just being 100 with you, like, bro, stagnancy or stagnation in general has been my biggest demon, bro. Like, I couldn't shake it. Like, I couldn't, like, it was every day. It was every day I wake up. It's like, you know, you ever knew you was gonna get an ass whooping when you got home? So it's like you can't even goddamn really enjoy recess or playing football with your niggas right now because you like, man, I'm thinking my ass whooping when I get home. As soon as you start smiling, you like, man, fuck. I would say like the majority of my life and my career, I felt that. Other than when I put out Pure Infinity, it was like, nigga, I feel stagnancy. I feel like I'm not growing. I feel like I'm not like becoming the artist that I feel like I want to be. I don't feel like niggas is seeing it. I don't feel nothing. And I was doing cool shit, but it was just like it didn't feel like anything was really coming from the cool shit I was doing. So that shit was every day. I fought that shit every day. But when the Will Smith shit happened, it felt like that. When Def Jam told me they didn't have no money to help me put out the first Billy, so I had to put it out damn near myself and put my own money behind it and lose money and take risks and this, that, and the third. It felt like that. When I went on tour and here I am thinking like, okay, I'm finna make some money. Got this, that, and the third. And they told me I had to do it for free. It felt like that. Like, it was just so many situations where it's just like, bro, stagnancy is just like, it's just, I don't know. Or then, you know, you put out a song that you like, oh, nah, this the one. Niggas gonna get behind this. And then it don't do nothing. It's just like, damn, it felt like that. So with BILLY2, it was just more so like, bro, I'm going to do whatever it is I want to do. I'm going to listen to myself. I'm going to listen to my heart of hearts. And I'm going to be honest with niggas. And let's see what happens. I had no expectations for BILLY2. Not a single one. Like, not even in the closest. I literally put it out the next day I went on tour. And I wasn't even thinking about it. Niggas was fucking with it. And so, like, to see the reaction that people are having today and every day and just gaining new followers every day or just being able to search my name on Twitter every day and there's some shit and people are actually talking about it and there's people I've never seen or it's like, bro, I don't have no mutuals with this person or I don't know. This is just, like, I know you found me just off of, like, the strength of whatever you seen
it's like, bro, that shit mean a lot to me, like, because it was so many days where, like, bro, I couldn't tell you why I kept making music. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I wanted to quit, but it's like I said, I'm not a huge artist, but I'm still big enough to the point where I can't work at Big Lots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, or I can't really go get no job. So it's like, bro, seeing this reaction is like, it's everything, bro. And it's crazy to me. I'm a normal nigga. I search my shit up every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucking, sometimes on Instagram, I'll just sit there and just watch I'll just reload my shit every 5 seconds just to see what's going on and be like, damn, I can't believe this.
It's a nigga that just tweeted out something while we be doing this interview. Shout out to, I don't know who this nigga is. His name, Niles by Nature. He said, good project gang, Swavay, and he added you. So, and I don't know if you know that nigga, but that's just a
I don't.
random
you
guy.
What I'm saying?
You know
And it's people finding a project. Like, that in itself is just, that's hard to do. Like, niggas is not flocking to a song. Like, we just talked about in the beginning of this conversation. Like, bro, we don't even know what the best song is or whatever, because everybody's favorite song is different. So it's just like, bro, the fact that niggas are going to a project like it's like it's 2011 or some shit, it's crazy to me. Like,
yeah, I keep wanting to end the interview, but you keep saying stuff where I'm just like, what? You said you said you had to do not an interview. You said you had to do the tour for free.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Bro, like, nigga, I paid my dues, bro. Every due that I had to pay, I did it. And I feel like that's why, like, I don't know. I feel like that's why a lot of, like, the core fans or just, like, people fuck with me in general, because I feel like people see that. But, bro, I went on tour, bro. I didn't make no money, nigga. Like, I didn't make a dime. Like, my first time going on tour, nigga, I came home broker than when I left, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and bro, I'm be honest with you, bro. Like, that's happened more than one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, so it's like, nigga, that shit is like, I don't know, it's just a part of my dues. And it's crazy because I don't bitch and complain about it. I was more excited to go on tour for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like, even to tour in general, it's like, bro, like, nigga, I'm finna go see people today that I'm gonna be able to sell my music to. Like, just not even sell my music, but just sell me to, or just maybe gain 1 or 2 new fans, like, and just travel the world, nigga. Like, you know, I'm not just randomly going to Chicago for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, nigga, when I go there, it's gonna be for some tour shit. But, bro, it was just, like I said, one of those things where it's just like I paid my dues. I didn't come in this bitch winning. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really went through, like, the ringer to get small-ass wins, literally. But my small wins, like I said, sometimes they feel like a big win, but it's like when you get hey, you know you get an ass whooping when you get home. It's like, damn, nigga, we just did this. But then you be like, yeah, it comes with some more bullshit too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a nigga, imagine nigga telling you, nigga, hey, you gonna go on tour with Drake, nigga. You like, damn, this nigga's crazy. I'm going on tour with Drake, but you know, it's gonna cost you $20,000. You like, damn, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But
I never thought about that. I just think about people going on the tour and everybody on the tour making some decent money. So I never thought about it. Niggas, it's possibly like newer, smaller artists going on tour with a bigger artist, and they might not be getting paid anything, not even a little bit, but you just doing it for the love at that point.
Man, listen, dog. The majority of things that you've ever seen me do, I've done for the love. I promise you. Like, I promise you, it's probably like 80% of the things that if you went back and really had to sit, if you went and did a deep dive on Swavay, it was like, damn, I wonder if he did this for the love or for a check. I promise you, like 85, 90% of those things I did for the love. So, but it's like, that don't bother me. I don't care about the money. Like, I just never wanted to be stagnant, and I wanted people to hear the music.
Hey man, I'm glad you seeing success from this. Out of all people, you deserve it, because nigga, you done took hit after hit after hit after hit. So not everybody get back up from hits. Some niggas stay down. They stay down and don't get back up. So the fact that you getting back up and you was able to damn near deliver the knockout punch with BILLY2, you know what I'm saying? That's a big haymaker right there. So, and you're not done. You sound like you finna throw another haymaker with James, and then you got another haymaker coming up with BILLY3. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say congratulations,
also, man. My fingers is crossed, bro. But bro, thank you, man. Like, for real, for saying that. And then too, bro, like I said too, like, I never expected none of this shit. But like, it's crazy too. This is the first year I actually feel like I deserve some shit. Like, you know what I mean? So is crazy to me, man. So I really appreciate that, bro, for real.
Nah, for sure. Whenever you drop the next project, if it's the James one, we got to come back and do this again.
Nah, facts. We got to do like the Billie Eilish shit where every year we just come back. You know what I mean? And just chop the shit up.
For sure. If you got any last words for the people watching, man, the floor is yours.
Man, the Knicks should have went to the fucking finals, man. Nobody want to watch the fucking Pacers or OKC, bro. That shit sound like a motherfucking... Nigga, I'd much rather watch Friday Night SmackDown than the Indiana Pacers play the fucking Oklahoma City Thunder. No disrespect to Shea or Tyrese, but nigga, bro, we finna see 200 fouls the first quarter. Goddamn, possibly a sweep. I'm not gonna say which team is possibly gonna sweep, but it's just like, bro, the Knicks should have fucking won, man. The league should have did what they goddamn, you know what I mean, did them little backdoor shits. Then you got the nigga that hate Chris Paul officiating the games and shit. Like, bro, we already know this nigga was supposed to be in the first scandal with the damn referees on Netflix shit. Scott Foster, whatever his name is.
Foster,
you got Scott Foster officiating the games. Goddamn. So we know it's some tricky Ricky shit. Also, too, bro, if you a New York Knicks fan, player, you know good and goddamn well you weren't gonna win no games in Indiana. That's just the truth. Larry Bird is paying them referees so much money to keep Indiana. Y'all niggas should have goddamn known. Look, bro, we gotta win these 2 games at home. If we gonna lose when we go on the road, and we're gonna come back and win these next 2. But no, y'all niggas just wanted to fuck around bullshit. There's no disrespect to Cat or Jalen Brunson, but everybody else, fuck you. Mikal Bridges, I don't even like your name. You're a worse version of Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant's a fucking superstar. But still, though, fuck, man. If your name's not Jalen Brunson or Karl Anthony Towns, fuck you, nigga. Josh Hart, we want you traded. Let's get Brandon Ingram over there. Let's get him out of hell in Toronto and get him on the Knicks, man. That's all I had to say.
First off, you said a lot there. Nigga said I would rather watch Friday Night SmackDown. That's really funny.
I'd rather watch a modern day Friday Night SmackDown. 7 days back, a 7-day block off of Friday Night SmackDown. Rhea Ripley for 3 hours a day. Than the goddamn, she's amazing, but 3 hours a day. Than to fucking watch Indiana Pacers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. That is like niggas really went on 2K. You know when you don't move the menu screen for so long that it just plays a random game. Now you just watching 2-minute scrimmages with just like the game playing the game. That's what the fuck the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder is. And it's gonna be whack and it's lame. And hey, the Oklahoma City Thunder jerseys are ugly. Y'all should go back to the Supersonics jerseys. And that's it, man.
I just want to give my take that nobody asked for on what you just said. I was thinking about this today, actually, because I think the first game's tomorrow. I was like, I think the Thunder might blow the Pacers out tomorrow, if we're being completely honest. I see that being very possible. You don't think that's not?
The game is in Oklahoma?
It's in Oklahoma.
Nigga, the Thunder, there's no reason why the Thunder shouldn't sweep these niggas. I know I wasn't going to say who I had, but, bro, the Indiana Pacers are just a worse version of the Thunder. The Thunder play way more efficiently. They don't miss no shots. But you can watch a Thunder game and be like, yeah, I don't think you can miss. The Indiana Pacers play the exact same way, but miss a lot of shots and take a whole bunch of bullshit-ass shots, bro. So, nigga, the Thunder already, congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder for winning the 2025 NBA championship. Shout out to Shea Alexander-Gilchrist. He is the best dresser, him and Jordan Clarkson. Word. They whole jerseys should be sponsored by Chromarks. I don't know why niggas is not thinking how I'm thinking.
Hey, you got a point there. I do agree with you. I think it might be ugly that first game at least. And for a nigga who currently, like in current day, modern day life, is like a big wrestling fan, SmackDown is not good. So the fact that you would rather watch SmackDown, that says a lot. SmackDown is not a good TV show at all.
We gonna get to some wrestling takes right quick. First off, bro, Rhea Ripley is the best wrestler in the world right now. Okay, let's get that out the way. Okay, Charlotte Flair, whatever her name is, get this old bitch out of here. I'm sorry, I don't even like calling bitches publicly. But get this old bitch up out of here. I'm tired of seeing her wrestle. Listen, Friday Night SmackDown is a bad product. They have too much great product on Monday Night Raw. You see what I'm saying? Monday Night Raw it's been prime dollar since Rey Mysterio was on SmackDown. Even in SmackDown, when it was on Channel 5, you still was like, Raw better. I seen Edge fuck Rita this Monday.
You did.
I mean, now we just watching. Why are we just watching Ray versus Chris Masters? Okay, but Bro, SmackDown sucks, bro. They need to move that shit back to Thursday. And honestly, bro, let what's the nigga who did ECW? Paul, what's the name?
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman. Let Paul Heyman and the one nigga that tried to sabotage WWE with that WCW shit. Let them two niggas write SmackDown. Or maybe a black nigga. Let Wale write SmackDown, nigga. Fuck it.
So two things. One, I'm gonna say I disagree with your Rhea take. I don't even think she's the best woman there. Shout out to her.
Who's the best woman there?
The person I'm finna say I don't think is the best woman either, but I got her over her. Bianca, I rock with Bianca hard. Not because she's just black, but Bianca's fire. I fuck with Bianca heavy.
Bianca has she has the worst package. You know how in basketball you look at
You're
the
tripping.
no package.
I don't even want to hear what you gotta
package.
say. You're wildin'.
And I'm not gonna lie. This is how I know Vince is still backstage. One of her top moves is hitting somebody with her weave.
Man, you're
if that's not some prime time shit.
You're tripping.
Nigga, listen. I love Bianca Belair. First off, all the women of color in the WWE fucking gorgeous, nigga. Yeah. Gorgeous. Like they got some of the baddest black bitches of all time.
Yeah.
In the WWE. Word. But nigga, especially that light skin. What's the light skin girl that's in NXT or some shit?
Jada Parker.
Let's get her ass over the. Let's bring her to SmackDown.
Jada Parker's elite.
SmackDown tonight.
She different. She different. I knew Jada Parker was gonna be a star because World Star was posting her. They was like, we might. It was like pages that don't post wrestling. It was like, we might have to start watching wrestling again. I was like, okay, so yeah, she gonna be one of them ones. I see. She gonna be one of the ones.
Listen, man. All WWE gotta do is put Nakia Lyons, whatever her name is, on a full goddamn contract and put Jada Parker on SmackDown. I watch that shit every fucking Friday, nigga. But SmackDown's bad product. Rhea Ripley is the best women's wrestler right now. Rhea Ripley is the Caitlyn Clark of the WWE.
I'm gonna tell you who the best is right now, and then we can get out of here. Io Sky, the current champion, is current. That's my favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Watching her is like watching if somebody took Matt Hardy and the Hurricane and put it in one wrestler, that's her.
What are these takes, nigga? That is nothing.
I'm being for real, nigga. Now think about what Io's package is. Like think about the moves that she's actually bringing out.
Yeah.
That is nothing but Hurricane Matt Hardy shit.
Nigga, Matt Hardy ain't never been that agile in his life. He ain't never been that agile in his life.
Honestly, too, bro, listen, I may be a little kid for saying this, but I hate wrestlers with bad builds, and Matt Hardy was never one of my niggas because he had a bad build. I could never tell. Either you're just fat or you're skinny or you're just swole. I don't know what that nigga package was, so I never liked Matt Hardy. I never trusted him.
Matt was definitely a secondary brother. You know what I'm saying? The other brother was the star. Jeff was clearly the star. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why niggas in the hood still to this day, grown niggas be like, oh, well, I fuck with Jeff Hardy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas fuck with Jeff Hardy. Man.
Jeff is that nigga, bro. I'm just never gonna disrespect John Cena. John Cena is the greatest wrestler of all time.
This current stuff he's doing is terrible. But I hear you though.
Bro, we watched Taker be horrible.
You're not lying. You're not lying.
For 10 years. We haven't said, listen. All right, look, we really finna get out of here after this, bro.
Okay.
My top 5 of all time is all justified. I got Cena at the 1. Okay. I got Rock at the 2. I got Taker at the 3. I got Austin at the 4. I got Hunter at the 5. This nigga's never, and you know what? They should have never broke kayfabe. I love what the little Mysterio nigga is doing, because even if you meet him right now, that nigga be walking down the street like, what the fuck am I way, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga really committed to being a dickhead.
Triple H in your top 5?
Triple H is in my top 5. Hunter's the greatest nigga.
Well, I'm going to say your top 5 invalidated because my GOAT not in your top 5.
Who's your GOAT? Hulk Hogan?
No, nigga. That's insane. Nigga, Shawn Michaels.
And you know what, bro?
The nigga who's running NXT right now. Shawn Michaels my GOAT.
Shawn Michaels is horny, and that's why all the bad bitches in NXT. He been a horny nigga. That nigga, his theme song is literally about him being horny.
It is.
Shawn Michaels ain't never did shit for me. Shawn Michaels not a. I would never want to watch WrestleMania and Shawn Michaels close the night. That would piss me off. So let me tell you, bro. Cena is at the 1 because he's had multiple characters and they all been superstars. When that nigga was a ruthless aggression nigga, that nigga was fighting Kurt Angle, whooping niggas' asses. When that nigga was a doctor of thugonomics, that nigga obviously was a superstar. When that nigga went into just being a cool white boy, that nigga was a superstar. When he decided that he wanted to what's the name? false claim the army. He was a fire nigga. That nigga never even did boot camp or nothing. But the military was like, nah, we fuck with that boy because the Marine coming out, nigga. Then when he went into the neon shirts, he still was a fire nigga. Look how little kids love him, bro. But it's just like, and even now as a villain, he fire. It's just that he just don't know when to hang it up. But he's number one. None of these wrestlers know when to hang it the fuck
That's
up.
a fact. That's a
The
fact.
Rock is The Rock should be number one, but I look. Rock is like Michael Jordan to me. I think this nigga, John Cena's LeBron James. But The Rock was literally from like 98 to like 2000. This nigga was fighting two times a night. This is documented. 1999 on Raw. This nigga was literally fighting as a main card, and he was ending the night for every Monday, nigga. The nigga's the nigga. He's the nigga of the nigga of the nigga.
And I was gonna say, it's very arguable. The last year, that final boss run he had was some of the best stuff that he was doing ever. That was amazing,
bro. Every superstar or every version of Rock was a superstar. The nigga was great. If a nigga told me he had Rock and then Cena, word, I'm not mad at you. If you have Michael over Braun, I get it. I'm gonna argue with you more, but you know what I'm saying? I feel you. Stone Cold Steve Austin at the 3 because. Some niggas may have him at the 1, but that's how I know you're 14 years old and you just found out what YouTube was and you only watch highlights. That nigga Stone Cold is the Derrick Rose of WWE. That nigga never played a full season in his life. That nigga Stone Cold, since before we was even fucking grown men, that nigga was goddamn, bro, he was only fighting once every 3 months anyway. He started that whole shit. He started the players' fatigue shit. By himself. That nigga got hurt one time. Austin only popped up one time to give you a stunner. Got back on his motherfucking tractor trailer, goddamn, and rode his ass up out of there, nigga. Undertaker at the 4, we don't even gotta talk about it. And then Hunter, nigga, DX. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, nigga, Triple H, nigga.
Putting the wrong member of DX in the top 5 is crazy, but I feel it though.
John is probably like at the 6. I'm not gonna lie.
We are going to go forever. We're going to end it there. Next time, I'll educate him on what, you know what I'm saying, on what he should be saying. So y'all don't worry, man. For everybody watching, I appreciate that. Until next time, I say what I mean what I say. Haters going to hate, players going to play, and y'all holla at your boy. And also, Io Sky's the best women's wrestler alive.
Hell.